With more homes predicted to hit the market in 2025, competition among sellers will likely intensify. And it only takes one or two turnoffs to convince a buyer to keep looking, especially if there are other options. So, before you list, let's talk about 20 things you absolutely need to get rid of ASAP. And some of these things are going to surprise you, but they are very important because the last thing you want is your home making the wrong first impression and scaring away a potential sale. Number one, pet items. I love my furry friends, and you may as well, but buyers might not. Or if they do, then spending time petting the cat or listening to a barking dog is not the purpose of their visit. So, remove pets, any pet odors, hide the evidence, food bowls, litter boxes, aquariums, bird cages. You want their focus to be solely on the house. Number two, extra vehicles. Remove your cars, boats, motorcycles, trailers. A cluttered outside is just as bad as a cluttered inside. And if parking is limited where you live, pick up some of those orange construction cones and then block off some parking in front of your house. Just remember to remove them right before buyers show up. Number three, random remotes. If you're like me, there's a bunch of remotes around the house that you're clueless about what they're for, like this one. So get rid of those and stash the functional ones neatly in a drawer so the buyer's child doesn't start pushing buttons. Kids love to play with remotes. So nip that problem in the bud. Number four, clashing colors. A sensory overload is not good. Tone it down. Stick to neutral walls and one or two subtle accent colors. You don't want a bunch of different colors, like towels in the bathroom or a sofa loaded with a array of brilliant colored pillows. Think Calm Oasis, not Circus Funhouse. Number five, bathroom counter chaos. Nobody needs to see your toothbrush, face cream, or worst of all, a plunger sitting next to the toilet. A couple of decorative touches and fresh white towels really are all you need. Number six, air purifiers and filters. If you have air purifiers everywhere, buyers might start wondering if there's something wrong with the air quality. So put those out of sight. Same thing goes for dehumidifiers. Just about every time I show a house with a running dehumidifier, the buyer asks if there's a water or moisture problem. So turn them off when the house is being shown. Number seven, soiled or worn carpet. A buyer walks in and sees a bunch of stains on a carpet. Their brain instantly adds a few $1,000s to their fixer-upper budget, and it's just about always more than the actual cost. So replace it now or lose money later. It's that simple. Offering a carpet credit is not as effective as replacing it yourself. Buyers look at a house and judge on what they see and not so much on what they imagine it could be. That's just the way it is. Number eight, broken appliances. A busted oven or dishwasher screams neglect. So you really need to replace it so buyers don't assume the house hasn't been taken care of. Number nine, fixtures you plan to keep. If you're emotionally attached to that chandelier from grandma, take it down before you list. Otherwise, you'll have a buyer who insists it's a deal breaker, and nobody wants to negotiate over light fixtures. Number 10, outdated smoke detectors. An old yellowing smoke detector doesn't just look bad. It makes buyers wonder how attentive you've been to taking care of the home. So make sure they're all in working order. All right, that's 10. Time for a break. So before moving on, I want to tell you about our free decluttering guide. It's at meetmeinthepanhandle.com, declutter. And if you're enjoying this, hit the subscribe button and tell me in the comments what videos you'd like to see coming up. Okay, on to number 11, dead light bulbs. Nothing says spooky haunted house like a flickering light or a dead bulb. And when the home inspector turns on a light switch and no light comes on, his report's going to say non-working. So that's another problem to nip in the bud. Be sure that all your bulbs work. Number 12, furniture that doesn't belong. That treadmill in the living room, the home office crammed into a corner of a kid's bedroom, move those. You don't want to put in a buyer's mind that the space isn't sufficient so that you've had to double up spaces like a rowing machine in the bedroom. It just suggests there's not enough room. So keep each room decluttered and furnished as its intended use. Number 13, cord clutter. A tangled mess of cords behind the TV is not a good look. Hide, organize, or temporarily unplug and remove them so buyers aren't distracted by the electronic spaghetti on the floor. Number 14, overstuffed closets. Buyers will open your closets, and if an avalanche of clothes falls out, they're going to assume there's not enough storage. So pare it down, just the essentials, and make it look spacious. And when buyers see a master bedroom closet, that's always a good thing. Number 15, prescription medications. And this one's for safety. Put all meds away. Nobody needs to see a bunch of pill bottles, except maybe someone there specifically looking for painkillers, drugs. They may ask to use the restroom and then do some exploring, so make sure they don't find anything. Number 16, pest control items. Bug spray, mouse traps, anything that hints at a pest problem needs to disappear. Number 17, important documents. Passports, tax records, bank statements, put them somewhere secure. You don't want a buyer accidentally flipping through your personal paperwork or, again, someone there with nefarious intent. People see the inside of your house online, so they have a good idea of where things are. So remove anything of value. Number 18, family photos and personalized decor. Buyers need to picture themselves in your home. So remove family photos and things that express a personal philosophy. Number 19, political and religious items. And this goes hand in hand with personal philosophy items. No matter what side you're on, keeping politics and religion out of the equation ensures buyers stay focused on the home and not forming opinions about you. And finally, number 20, anything that screams a deal breaker. Ultimately, anything that makes buyers pause or cringe or diverts their attention from the home really needs to go. If you wouldn't want to see it in a home you're buying, don't leave it out in yours. You know, after a while, you stop noticing certain smells in your home. You become nose blind. You also stop seeing the little things that might turn buyers off. But trust me, they're going to notice. So taking a step back, or better yet, getting a second opinion can help you catch those distractions before they cost you a sale. Okay, that's a wrap. And if you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, drop a comment below on what topic you'd like me to cover next. And I would appreciate that. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye.